First time I heard these guys' CD, just knocked me flat. What wonderful harmonies. Please welcome Chesapeake.
Well, there are people who would rather live in mansions, people who would rather live abroad, people who would trade God's promise for their glories to hold. There are people who would rather live in splendor, brag about the silver and the gold, but I'd rather have a little log cabin by the side of the road. Well, I'd rather live by the side of the road and try to point souls to the best of both, than to be a king or a millionaire and live in mansions in bright array. Well, I'd rather do the neighborly deed or travel a hero or a friend in need. Well, I'd rather live by the side of the road and help some pilgrim along life's way. Well, I'd rather have a cabin by the roadside where the pilgrimage of man is passing by. Try to point some soul to Jesus in that city on high. But every day I want to help scatter roses. Every night I want the lamp to shine abroad with a welcome from a little bay window by the side of the road. Well, I'd rather live by the side of the road and try to point souls to the best of both, than to be a king or a millionaire and live in mansions in bright array. But I'd rather do the neighborly deed for a traveler here or a friend in need. Well, I'd rather live by the side of the road and help some pilgrim along life's way, and help some pilgrim along life's way. Thank you so much. It's been 10 years and 3 since I first went to sea, and I sailed from old Ireland and home. Oh, those hills lush and green were a part of my dream, and I dreamed of my Coleen Malone. On the day I returned to my sorrow, I learned that the angels had called her away to a grave on a hill overlooking the mill. That's the place where she's sleeping today. As the summer breezes blow through the meadow, I go past the mill with the moss-covered stone. Up the pathway I climb through the woods and the vines to be with my Coleen Malone. was faithful each day as I sailed far away. There was no one but me that she loved. How I remember those eyes, soft and blue as the skies, and her heart was as true as a dove. As the soft breezes blow through the meadow, I go past the mill with the moss-covered stone. Up the pathway I climb through the woods and the vines to be with my Coleen Malone. All the days of my life I will not take a wife. I will live in this valley alone. There are planting flowers around in the soft gentle ground that is holding my Coleen Malone. As the soft breezes blow through the meadow, I go past the mill with the moss-covered stone. Up the pathway I climb through the woods and the vines to be with my Coleen Malone. Up the pathway I climb through the woods and the vines to be with my Coleen Malone. Thanks, folks. Would you please make welcome Mr. Tony Rice? About 3 miles from the Bat-Tail Yard at the river's curve on down, not far south from the town depot, the Sullivan shack is found, back on the higher ground. You can see him every day, walking down the line, with an old brown sack across his back and his long hair down behind, speaking his worried mind. It's a long way from the Delta to the North Georgia hills, with a tote sack full of ginseng, I won't pay no traveling bill. I'm too old to ride the rail, I'll thumb the road alone, but I guess I'll never make it back to home. My muddy water Mississippi Delta home. Here that gets so cold, the damp it makes me ill. You can't dig no roots on the mountainside when the ground holds hard and still. You gotta stay at the foot of the hill. But next summer things turn right, the companies will pay high. I'll make enough money to pay my bills and bid these mountains goodbye. And then he said with a sigh, it's a long way from the Delta to the North Georgia hills, with a tote sack full of ginseng, I won't pay no traveling bill. I'm too old to ride the rail, I'll thumb the road alone, but I guess I'll never make it back to home. My muddy water Mississippi Delta home. It's a long way from the Delta to the North Georgia hills, with a tote sack full of ginseng, I won't pay no traveling bill. I'm too old to ride a rail, I'll thumb the road alone, but I guess I'll never make it back to home. My muddy water Mississippi Delta home. My muddy water Mississippi Delta home. Georgia, Georgia, the whole night through. It's just an old sweet song keeps Georgia, Georgia on my mind. Georgia, Georgia, no peace I find. It comes soft and clear like moonlight, moonlight through the pines. Other arms reach out for me, other eyes that smile so tenderly, but still in peaceful dreams I see the road leading back to you. Yeah, Georgia, Georgia, the whole night through. It's just an old sweet song keeps Georgia, Georgia on my mind. Other arms reach out for me, other eyes that smile so tenderly, but still in peaceful dreams I see the road leading back to you. Oh, Georgia, Georgia, the whole night through. Just an old sweet song keeps Georgia on my mind. Thanks. Thank you, Tony. I got thoroughly confused there because of all them there notes. That was like, whoa.
To Canaan's land I'm on my way, where the soul of man never dies. My darkest night has turned to day, where the soul of man never dies. Dear friends, there'll be no sad, no tea, no tear dim night, where all is peace, is joy, and the soul of man never dies. serves to light these shores of home where the soul of man never dies. Dear friends, there'll be no sign, no tear dim time, where all is peace and joy, and the soul of man never dies. Dear friends, there'll be no sign, no tear dim time, where all is peace and joy and love, and the soul of man never dies, and the soul of man never dies. The lamp is burning low upon my tabletop. Snow is softly falling. The air is still in the silence of my room. I hear your voice softly calling. If I could only have you near to breathe a sigh or two, I would be happy just to hold the hands I love on this winter night with you. Smoke is rising in the shadows overhead. My glass is almost empty. I read again between the lines upon the page the words of love you sent me. If I could know within my heart that you belong to, I would be happy just to hold the hands I love on this winter night with you. Dying, now my lamp is growing dim. The shades of night are lifting. Morning light steals across my window pane where flakes of snow are drifting. If I could only have you near to breathe a sigh or two, I would be happy just to hold the hands I love and to be once again with you. To be once again with you. John Duffy would have said that was well above average.
some old Cypress Grove. Thank you, folks. The inimitable Tony Rice. I don't drink as much as I used to. Yeah, lately it just ain't my style. And hard times don't last like they used to. They pass quicker, like when I was a child.
One of the pleasures about being in this business is what I'm about to do right now. Please make welcome to the stage, Mr. John Cowan. Mr. Sammy Bush and Larry Atamanuk.
Here it comes.
Tell you what I do. And when I quit my sinning and I'd work on the building too. I'm working on a building. I'm working on a building. I'm working on a building for my Lord, for my Lord. It's a Holy Ghost building. It's a Holy Ghost building. It's a Holy Ghost building for my Lord, for my Lord. Johnny C. There was a California earthquake in the year of '83. shook the living daylights out of the Owens County sea. Weren't a building still left standing, or when the dust had cleared away, just a rumble in the distance, all the way to San Andreas. Now Sherman Buck was driving his old mule into town. When the biggin came, it shook so hard that it knocked him to the ground. And Lord, there opened up a hole so big, he just knew that his time was up. And it swallowed up that poor old mule, and it just missed Sherman Buck. California earthquake, you just don't know what you've done. We might fall off in the ocean, but you'll never make us run. You're a partner to the devil, but we ain't afraid of him. So we'll build ourselves another town, so you can tear it down again. Then there came the quake of '99 that leveled Mission Creek. The earth was like an ocean churning with waves of 20 feet. Lord, it sounded like 1,000 trains were screaming underground. Clean across the San Joaquin, folks heard that mournful sound. California earthquake, you just don't know what you've done. We might fall off in the ocean, Lord, but you'll never make us run. You're a partner to the devil, we ain't afraid of him. So we'll build ourselves another town, so you can tear it down again. Then there came one day a Holocaust, and it rocked the Frisco Bay. And miles of walls came tumbling down like on Jericho that day. And back to everything that the earthquake missed, the holy fire consumed, and just left them the smoke and the ashes of the dreams that they had run. California earthquake, you just don't know what you've done. Now we might fall off in the ocean, Lord, but you'll never make us run. You're a partner to the devil, we ain't afraid of him. So we'll build ourselves another town, so you can tear it down again. Yeah, we'll build ourselves another town, so you can tear it down again.
Thank you so much.
Written by Rodney Crowell. Yes, it was. song we call Plagiarism.
of old Virginia. There's a place I love so well, where I spend many days of my childhood, in a cabin where I long to dwell. We were all so happy there together in our peaceful little mountain home. But the spirit needs angels up in heaven for to dance round that great white throne.
As the years roll by, I often wonder, will we all be together someday? For each night as I wander through the graveyard, darkness finds me where I kneel to pray. White dove will mourn in sorrow, the willows will hang their head. I live my life in sorrow, oh, since mother and daddy are dead. As ice. I've trusted you once, but I won't twice. My heart's bled enough, now it's trying to live. I've cried all my tears, now I've no more to give. And I'd rather feel the wrath of a hurricane than to deal with the tears and the pain. If somebody said I'd be back with you someday, I'd rather be beneath 6 feet of red Georgia clay. I can't stand. You left me just a shell of a man. But I know I'll go to heaven when this life is through, 'cause I felt the flames of eternal fire with you. When I'd rather feel the wrath of a hurricane than to deal with the tears and the pain. If somebody said I'd be back with you someday, I'd rather be beneath 6 feet of red Georgia clay. Tears and the pain. If somebody said that I'd be back with you someday, I'd rather be beneath 6 feet of red Georgia clay. Yes, if somebody said that I'd be back with you someday, I'd rather be beneath 6 feet of red Georgia clay.
There was a time when we'd be the last to leave, watching the sun come on while everyone fell asleep. The music was always loud, and I'd smoke and drink too much until I'd fall in your arms and into your loving touch. But now as the years roll by and time has reeled me in, and I've slowed down a notch or two from the way things were then, and those old ways of mine, I've left them behind. Those crazy days are through. The only thing I still do, like I used to do, is carry this torch for you. I remember the days we'd pack our bags and run, chasing some crazy dream into the morning sun. But now as the twilight falls, I find I'm satisfied just watching the fire glow, just as long as you're by my side. And here in my heart it seems time has passed me by, and I love you as much today as the very first time. And those old ways of mine, I've left them behind. Those crazy days are through. The only thing I still do, like I used to do, is carry this torch for you. I still want you the way I wanted you then. If I could do it all over, I'd do it all over again. And those old ways of mine, I've left them behind. Those crazy days are through. The only thing I still do, like I used to do, is carry this torch for you. The only thing I still do, like I used to do, is carry this torch for you.
Wow, much better than average. Thank you. That was, I thought, much better than average.
Oh, yes.
It's swing time here at the Chesapeake Show. This one is called My Window Faces the South. My window faces the south. I'm almost halfway to heaven. That snow is falling, still I can see those fields of cotton smiling back at me. My window faces the sound. And although I'm not far from the Swanee, I'm never frowning or down in the mouth. My window faces the south. Faces the south. I'm almost halfway to heaven. That snow is falling still. I can see those fields of cotton smiling back at me. My window faces the south. And although I'm not far from the Swanee, well, I'm never frowning or down in the mouth. My window faces the south. My window south. I'm just a bartender, and I don't like my work, but I don't mind money at all. I've seen lots of sad faces and lots of bad cases of folks with their backs to the wall. I need 4 walls around me to hold my life and keep me from going astray, and a honky-tonk angel to hold me tight and keep me from slipping away. I can light up your smokes, I can laugh at your jokes, I can watch you fall down on your knees. I can close down this bar, I can gas up my car, I can pack up and mail in my keys. I need 4 walls around me to hold my life and keep me from going astray, and a honky-tonk angel to hold me tight and keep me from slipping away. Another smoke fills the air in this honky-tonk bar, and I'm thinking about where I'd rather be, 'cause I've burned all my bridges and I sank all my ships, and I'm stranded at the edge of the sea. I need 4 walls around me to hold my life and keep me from going astray,
Johnny, I'll be true to you. Well, Johnny, I'll be true to you. Now he was legend to travel from the east to the west, from the north to the south in the town. But when the sun comes up tomorrow, they'll take John Hardy down, show him to his hanging ground. They're gonna let John Hardy swing down. Thank you, folks. Sammy Sheeler, Ricky Simpkins.
Well, let's get Doc Watson out here. Doc Watson, ladies and gentlemen.
This is called Train of Love. Train of love's a-comin', big black wheels a-hummin', people a-waitin' at the station, happy hearts a-drummin'. Train man, tell me maybe, ain't you got my baby? Ever so often everybody's baby gets the urge to roam. Everybody baby but mine's coming home. Whistle blowing, I got ways of knowing. You keep bringing everybody's lovers while my own keeps going. Old train of love's deceiving, when she's not gone she's leaving. Ever so often everybody's baby gets the urge to roam. Everybody baby but mine's coming home. All right, Jeff. My heart believing, early or late I'll sit and wait, because I'm still believing we'll walk away together, though I may wait forever. Ever so often everybody's baby gets the urge to roam. Everybody baby but mine's coming home. All right, now Jimmy, let me hear that mandolin. Mr. Dobro. baby gets the urge to roam. Everybody, baby, but mine's coming home, Lord. Everybody, baby, but mine's coming home.
Dreaming of you and your eyes so blue, I've loved you forever, it seems. I've longed for you, dear, and wanted you near, for you are the girl of my dreams. And though I have met you just now, I'll tell you my love somehow. Now if I could but win your heart, little girl, then I would have treasures untold. The kisses that we shared in my sweetest dreams are even more precious than gold. How I love your sweet face and your dear smiling eyes. So often the story's been told. Now if I could but win your heart, little girl, then I would have treasures untold. Treasures untold. The kisses that we shared in my sweetest dreams are even more precious than gold. How I love your sweet face and your dear smiling eyes. So often the story's been told. Now if I could but win your heart, little girl, then I would have treasures untold.
Thank you. Mike Auldridge. And we are Chesapeake. Thanks for sticking around so long. You all are troopers.